You say scary stories, we say creepypasta. You say go to hell, we say go to sleep. You say killers, we say fallen angels. You were name brand, that's cute. We were black skinny jeans, Converse, and hoodies. You fangirl over pop stars, we fangirl over killers. Your heroes wear capes, ours wear hoods.
Now today's monster will be Slender Man. Slender Man loves stalking his victims. He loves giving glimpses of himself and then disappearing. The more you think of him, the more you see him. He has been photographed with large groups of children. It is commonly known that his favorite type of prey are kids. No one knows whether he takes his victims to different locations or even different dimensions, since he never leaves any bodies behind or any kind of evidence. There has been historical claims of Slender Man throughout world history, from Egyptian paintings to Roman mythology.
Today we'll be talking about the slit-mouthed woman. The slit-mouthed woman is a spirit known for wearing a face mask that approaches her victims by asking them if they think she's pretty. If you answer with no, she'll kill you with a sharp weapon that she carries around. If you say yes, she'll take off her mask and ask you, "Am I pretty now?" If you say no, she'll kill you with the sharp weapon. And if you say yes, she'll cut your mouth just like hers. The only known way to avoid her is to answer with maybe. This will confuse her and give you a chance to run away. But running doesn't always work because she tries to appear in front of you as you try to escape.
Scariest Urban Legends Part 4. The Girl from the Gap. This legend comes from the fear of what's inside our walls. It's a spirit that lives between worlds. If you ever see her, she will ask you if you want to play hide and seek. And now the game starts. When you see her between gaps again, she will drag you to another worldly hell. So you will have to hide, leave the house, or maybe make her leave the house. Would you play hide and seek with her?
Welcome to the abandoned city of Helltown, Ohio, filled with plenty of dangerous roads that seem to lead to nowhere, and the big white church which helped to name this town due to the amount of murderous events that happened there. Now, this is an actual abandoned ghost town, and there are many theories as to why it's abandoned. However, the most popular one is because of a government chemical spill. It seems like almost everything here has its own personal dark legend. Even this school bus, which was supposedly hijacked by an insane serial killer that slaughtered all of the children on it. And supposedly, if you peer through the windows of the bus, you can still see the ghost of the killer and all of the children inside. And apparently there is a large underground building found within the town limits that the government used for research on something that they eventually lost control of. Share this with a friend who you would go to Helltown with, and don't forget to drop a follow and leave a comment telling me where your hometown is if you'd like to be featured in the next Urban Legends video. Stay spooked!
Today we'll be talking about the popular story of La Pascualita. This whole story begins in Chihuahua in March of 1930. A mother and a daughter worked at a bridal shop called La Casa de Pascualita. It was said that the daughter was supposed to get married to a man that the mom didn't approve of. Coincidentally, the day of the marriage, the daughter died due to a black widow bite. Not long after, a mannequin was put out in the bridal shop that looked exactly like the daughter. Locals started rumors that the mannequin was actually the dead corpse of the daughter. People also started to notice that the features of the mannequin were very lifelike. People especially noticed the hands, which seemed to sweat. This is what started the fame of La Pascualita. People have also claimed that the mannequin has moved its eyes to follow them around the store. To this day, people are still convinced that the mannequin is a corpse. Since then, they've replaced the original mannequin.
Urban legends that will haunt you. The dead boyfriend. A girl and her boyfriend were making out in his car in the middle of the woods so that way no one could see them. When they were done, the boy got out to go pee while the girl safely waited in the car. After waiting for 5 minutes, the girl got out of her car to go search for her boyfriend, but then she saw a shadow and returned to the car. Once back in the car, she started to hear a very faint squeak, squeak, squeak. This continued for a few more seconds until she got so scared she had to drive off. She hits the gas as hard as she could, but the car doesn't go anywhere because there's a rope tied from the bumper to a tree. She slams on the gas again, but then hears a loud scream. She gets out of the car and realizes that her boyfriend is hanging from the tree. And the squeaky noises were his shoes slightly scraping the roof of the car.
So last week I talked about the urban legend of the black-eyed children, but today we're talking about the far creepier white-eyed children. Now these creatures have a similar appearance to the black-eyed children. They're very skinny, pale-looking children, but instead of their eyes being totally black, their eyes are totally white. The black-eyed children you have to invite into your home, but the white-eyed children appear there on their own. These creatures actually possess the ability to control your mind. One theory is that you actually do let them in without even thinking about it because they control your mind and make you open the door. Once these kids are in your house, they're usually standing very still in a corner or against a wall just staring at you. And they can actually communicate with you through their minds. And they usually tell you that somebody you know is about to die, and then they disappear into thin air. Some people think these children are angels, others think they're demons, and some think that they're aliens. But all of their predictions come true.